4 News Today update. 25 people were rescued from a massive 4-alarm apartment fire in Detroit that we've been telling you about this morning. Many of them have had to jump from that building to safety, leaving 4 people injured. As you can see here, these are pictures from Sky 4 that were taken earlier this morning, showing the flames and smoke just shooting from the roof of that building. This apartment complex is near Outer Drive and Schoolcraft Roads. Interstate 96 westbound, the exit there leading to Outer Drive is closed. Police are telling us that they believe that this fire is suspicious because of how quickly it spread at both ends of the building. Sources also tell Local 4 that police were at the building earlier this morning to investigate a reported sexual assault.
What's up, world? It's your man, MrSan44Man. I had to get up this morning. We got a big situation. People are jumping out of the building. And right now, that's what it's looking like. Buildings on fire. This Detroit Raw, y'all stand by. What's up, world? MrSan44Man here with you. As you see behind me, that's a 4-alarm fire that's jumping off. I got the drone in the air doing this aerial shot, so stand by. You tuned into the Detroit Raw Show right here, only on YouTube and also on social cam. I got to watch this thing. It's flying right now. You know I'm back. This is Schaefer and Outer Drive, right off of I-96 in Detroit. And that was a 4-alarm fire. Folks had to jump out of the windows to fight for their lives. There might be some bodies in there, we don't know. But you know one thing? You're tuned into the Detroit Raw Show, right here, only on YouTube, Facebook, social cam, and also in your house.
Local 4 News begins right now with a breaking news alert.
A 4-alarm fire destroys a Detroit apartment complex, causing chaos. People are forced to jump from windows to try and escape these flames, and now several people are still unaccounted for. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. This fire, it ripped through an apartment building earlier this morning, and it does top our news at noon. Right now, we're bringing you team coverage. Our Lauren Podell is checking in with these victims, many of whom had to jump from this burning building to escape those flames. Lauren, we'll get to you in just a second. First, we want to start off with Sean Lay. I know an investigation is underway and that this fire is being called suspicious.
Absolutely. First and foremost, arson investigators are on the case. They say the entire thing is highly suspicious. 5 to 7 people who lived inside this building still unaccounted for. I'll step out of the way and look here on your screen from right to left at the scope of the damage to this building. Absolutely stunning that a fire could rip through a brick building like this, damaging each and every one, destroying each and every one of the 41 units. If you look to the very back there, the very last unit, that's where we saw investigators finally get as close as they could this morning, just a few minutes ago. Looking in that back unit, I am told they are starting there at that unit to see if this is where this fire originated or was set. The whole thing got going only after Detroit police left here around 4 o'clock this morning, investigating a sexual assault. Sources telling Local 4 at this hour that it appears to investigators that someone poured gas down a hallway inside this apartment building, lighting it on fire. Not only intent on likely covering up a crime, but this fire could have easily killed everyone inside. This man telling me that the fire spread so quickly that there was only one way out. He jumped out of his second floor window.
How did you decide to jump? Because the smoke was rolling through the ceiling, through the crack in the doorway. It was rolling, so I said, ain't no sense me going out there.
Local 4 first breaking the news this morning that the building was a crime scene hours before the fire. There was a party here in the early morning hours, then a disturbance. Police were called on a report that a 19-year-old girl was raped by 4 men. Detroit police were here investigating from around 3 this morning to around 4 this morning. The girl was taken to the hospital. Then around 6 o'clock, the fire breaks out.
A party that resulted in an altercation. Police were on the scene for a while. And sometime between the time the police left and we got the call, looks like the fire was set.
Okay.
Firefighters telling us they made 25 rescues of men, women, and children. Several people remain unaccounted for. Investigators say that's because those burned out are scattered all over this area, and it's difficult right now to account for everyone. We did see people like this grandfather reuniting with his very young granddaughter. Question is, are there any victims inside the rubble behind me? One firefighter just coming by saying, we certainly hope not. They just can't get close enough right now to check. They hope to be checking as this afternoon goes forward. Make no mistake, this is more than just a huge fire. It's an active criminal investigation. Police Chief James Craig just updating us on the situation moments ago.
Well, we're still investigating. It was a criminal sexual assault at that location. We do know that. That investigation is still early.
Back here live, 4 people taken to the hospital. Those 4 jumped. Another person taken with burns. 25 rescues made, but at this hour, 5 to 7 people remain unaccounted for. We're live on Detroit's West Side. Sean Lay, Local 4.
Just awful, Sean. Thank you. Well, with that massive fire breaking out, as you can imagine, some of the people inside, it was just a state of chaos. Many of them taking drastic measures to escape those flames, jumping out of the building's windows to survive. Firefighters, as Sean said, rescued at least 25 people from that fire. Our Lauren Podell is live with more on that chaos caused by the fire and the victims. Lauren?
Rhonda, so many called the Jason Manor apartment complex home. We're talking elderly, children, families, even people with health issues. And if you take one good look at this apartment complex behind me, you can see literally is nothing left. Nothing is left for these people, and now they are left to pick up the pieces. Their lives flashed before their eyes.
Thankful to God! Thankful to God!
Some did what they had to do to survive.
I heard the lady say, jump if you have to, jump if you have to.
While others were
morgue,
including 22-year-old Amber Nichols.
We was asleep when the fire happened, and we couldn't get down. So, but just in time, the firefighters came with a ladder and came and got us down.
Only escaping with the clothes on her back.
Everything is gone. Everything I got.
No shoes, no pants, but firefighters made sure Amber didn't go long without them. And other people like Doug Woodcock stepped up to help too.
we actually let some people in. We gave them some shoes, some cookies and stuff like that.
Doug works next door at Universal Weather Strip and helplessly watched the fire take so much with it.
And just seeing a look at these people's faces, I mean, you could tell they just got out and ran.
Everything these people own, Rhonda, now charred and burned behind me. Truly a devastating scene for so many people that were involved in this fire. We do need to point out the Salvation Army and American Red Cross playing a very big role here as far as taking care of the people once Detroit fire got them out of the burning apartment complex. They are now over at a United Methodist Church on Outer Drive where they're learning how they can get shelter, also getting proper food and clothing. That's where they're at this hour. You can bring donations to that location. Again, United Methodist Church on Outer Drive. And Rhonda, now that the hot spots and heavy smoke is under control here, boots can get on the ground and try to identify those in the field. Val, back to you.
Our hearts certainly go out to all of those victims and this whole life transformation that came before their eyes today. Lord, thank you. Certainly we hope that police can find the people responsible.
What's up, world? It's your man, MrSan44Man, seen in over 100 plus countries around the world. Hey, check this out. You see that behind me? That was a 4-alarm blaze. People was jumping out of windows and fighting for their lives. It might even be some people in there. Stay tuned. You're tuned in to the Detroit Raw Show right here, only on YouTube and also on Facebook and Social Cam.